Hey all, grandmother Amanda here. Just gonna be a little talking about some LGBT stuff that I've noticed come up happening. Kind of a little sad about it. Heard that a lady that owned a business out in California got killed for having the pride flag out. Um, and it's just horrific. You know, no matter what side anybody's on, it's just horrible and horrific. Um, uh, I guess the shooter got the person that killed this lady. I guess her name was Maggie from Magpie, um, and she was killed by someone, and he was killed in a shootout with the police, supposedly. Um, and I guess there's hey, how are you? Hi, how are you, Grandma Three? Good to see you here. Yeah, just talking about that lady that got killed out in California by out by Lake Arrowhead. Um, and just how horrible something like that really is, and it's just sad to see things happen and see that kind of actual hate out there and come to fruition. And I guess the shooter guy, I guess the person who killed her got shot in a shootout with the police, and that's sad too. Um, I hate to see anybody get killed for whatever reason. It's not nice. Um, and no matter what side of the political aisle somebody falls on, what I'm saying, it doesn't matter where he was at or who was it. It just it's sad to see stuff like that happen, and just speaking out against stuff like that is always helpful for the community, and I'm just so glad we have had people like her in the community, a supporter of the LGBT plus community. And I guess I also saw that had a gay dancer in New York City got stabbed to death also. That's not too far from where I'm at. I'm from in upstate New York, about 3.5 hours west of there. Ooh, yeah, and I guess the suspect's a 17-year old, and kind of sad. He's kind of ruined his life in an early age, or him. I don't know if it's a him or her. Um, this person's kind of ruined their life early on, and 17, they're gonna probably be tried. They tried as an adult. So, anyway, it's like I had a whole lot of stuff I wanted to talk about too. Other things I wanted to talk about, but I'm just losing it. I'm losing my losing it right now. That's okay. Um, I'm just grateful to be here. Hopefully, sometime soon I'll be able to get this channel monetized. Um, I could probably share something in there if anybody wants to help support me. Other ways to for monetization. If other people want to help me out with doing stuff and finding out stuff and sharing stuff, and I'm always willing to take ideas for having conversations. Um, about the LGBT community, the trans community, and transsexual. Um, I guess I'll talk a little bit about that. I came out probably about going on 6 years ago now, back in late 2017. Almost 6 years ago now. I'm having I had a couple of surgeries already for my transition, and it's going pretty good. I had a follow up with one of the surgeons that did my augmented breast augmentation surgery today, and that went pretty good. Going to see her again next year for some other stuff. and had vocal feminization surgery last August, and I'm going to be seeing the surgeon and the speech therapist down at Mount Sinai next this coming Monday for a final 1 year appointment. That's going pretty good too. I'm kind of excited about it. It's like, I kind of get to know some of the people down there and like them. So if I'm, it's kind of sad that I'm not gonna be needing their services. I might in the future. I don't know. And I'm gonna miss them. That's I know that for sure. I'm gonna miss those people. They were good people. Good people down there. They're caring people. Right along with the people that did my breast augmentation and my where the gender clinic I go to. It's a little over an hour from where I'm at in Oneonta, New York. And I've been down hormone therapy for almost 4 years. This coming December, and also this coming December, I got a bottom surgery coming up on the 4th. So hopefully all go well, and I'll be able to do that in December. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm gonna have a lot of downtime for that. So maybe hopefully I can be able to get on an update when I'm down doing that. And also I'll probably be down in New York City for 2 to 4 weeks after that surgery. And I'll have a facial feminization consultation on the 27th of that month, December also. So I'm hoping I can stay down there all month. And more for hopefully if anything goes wrong or something comes up that I need help with after the surgery that needs immediate action, they want me close by. If I just don't want to, after that kind of major surgery, I don't want to travel to and from New York City, from where I live in Binghamton, New York, to New York City twice. About 3 to 3.5 hours travel time. It's going to be a little rough. And, so, I got hopes for being able to stay down the whole month and come back just before New Year's, like the day after my consultation. And I don't know. Yeah. If there's anything anybody would like to talk about, hear about, me look into, and it would be great. I know what it's like. Some of the changes that I've gone through. Um, Recovery from what, honey? Alcoholism or addiction or surgeries or what have you. I'm open to talking pretty much about most anything. I guess I can talk a little bit about my recovery from alcoholism. I got sober back in December of 1994 after a 15-year drinking career. It took me to places I didn't think I'd ever want to go. I'd ever go to. Um, Took me to where I wanted to die and put myself into positions to do that. Fortunately, I made it through. And yes, I'm a friend of Bill also. Um, and Yeah, so I found that group, that Friends of Bill group, after I'd been convicted as a felon, for a drinking and driving felony. No, it was rough. It was really rough in the beginning. It's God, that was 25 years, 25 years before I started hormone therapy. Um, Almost to the day when I started between my sobriety date and hormone therapy treatment. I started one on hormone therapy on the 19th, and my sobriety date's the 27th of December. Same day, I'm going to be going to see the consultation for facial feminization in New York City, New York University Hospital, and I'm kind of excited about that. Um, and it's really wonderful. It is. And I'm being transgender. It's like sometimes, a lot of times, it sucks being transgender too. I'm glad it came out. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy my life. Um, And if I had, wish that sometimes, I'm glad for the life I've lived, but sometimes I wished I'd have been born a girl. And just being transgender, just a medical process for this is just isn't the easiest thing in the world. A lot of hoops to go through, like gender therapists. I've got a couple therapists for my gender dysphoria, gender identity disorder. Um, and I believe it's a mental illness, also a mental disorder. And, so normally people wouldn't go through all this medical process without it being some kind of disorder, and doing something to alleviate it. Like kind of like we go through a recovery process for sobriety. And, I didn't ask to be an alcoholic either. I got it, and that's okay. Um, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. You are awesome. Um, and I love going to those groups. I know because I get so much support. You know, from the online groups and the in-person groups. Some people call it classes. Well, I guess classes of life, maybe. I guess. Um, and I just want to know. I want you to know I love you all there too. With you and everybody else. You're all important to me. You know, I guess because you are, and I've been able to come out and be the type of person I've been wanting to be inside, the caring, compassionate, tolerant person, try to live my life with some dignity and grace. You know, through a 12-step recovery program, and it's been working for me for quite a few years, and it works with my willing and active cooperation. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And I hear we're spread far and wide. Our cheeks are spread far and wide. We love everybody that's here. It's kind of a global thing. Which is nice. And I got some members that are on different continents, and that's a wonderful thing. And I don't know. I really do appreciate you coming in. Um, so I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I came in and I've been able to drive. Also, I started driving tractor trailer. Hey, Sophie, how are you? Good, glad to see you here. Been talking about that killing that store owner in up by Lake Arrowhead, and I was talking about a little bit about my being a friend of Bill and some of my recovery. Um, I don't know what that's been about. And it's always great to be able to action. As not all of it's been easy. A lot of it's been all. My sister got married, being part of my sister's wedding party. It was a basket case. Okay, I'm sorry. You still can you hear me now? Are you still there? Hopefully I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. um, yeah, I can get through all that for in the first 18 months. It's just an emotional basket case. And I think when my first grandparent died, passed on, which is my grandfather on my mom's side, and it had been the first time I cried, and I cried like a baby, like a big baby, a 25-year-old baby in my sister's arms for probably about 5 minutes. And, and he seemed to be more of a father to me and my siblings than our own father was, and that's a different story. Some of you have probably heard me talk about that before in other places. Um, I've been the first time I cried over anything in 20 years. Whether somebody got a beating or picked on or teased, and that was shortly after I was in Alcoholics Anonymous, or yeah, Alcoholics Anonymous, and yeah, visiting that place for a while, and I was able to find out that I can have emotions, and be okay expressing them and feeling them, whether it be happy, sad, or hurt, painful, joyous, whatever. And came in, I got some soul without any children. I have 3 children now, and they're all grown, 20, 22, and 26. And it's just, it was amazing to be able to have sobriety and some kind of a life, and watch them grow into the through their childhood, their teenage years, and grow into the adults that they're becoming. It's been an amazing journey, and on the people I've met on the way, and from East Coast to West Coast to around the world, and I'm going to conventions, and I'm going meeting others while I was driving tractor trailer in a multitude of different states, and just being able to share a life, no matter how brief or how long it's been, with others in that fellowship with friends of Bill. And I don't know, even a little bit of a story here. Lost my bro. My sister lost her husband, brother-in-law at 48 when he was 48. I know it was back in 2012, day after Easter, and Easter Sunday, I was at a service meeting for friends of Bill, and that hurt. And then the following January 13, we lost our dad from alcoholism. And then that summer after our dad passed on, I thought I was going to lose my son. So what's called now is rheumatic fever. I know that was caused by untreated strep throat. I thought we might lose him because of what it can do to somebody's heart after once they get that. The arthritis can be treated relatively easy enough, but there could be some really bad complications with that. The heart issues, and he had some, but they weren't that bad. And he made it through. He had flying colors. He was great. Acted like a 12-year-old little boy when he came home from the hospital. And now he's 22. Bought a home in this past January, and I'll just being able to see him do that after what he's been through, and some of my other children, what they've accomplished, my 2 other children, what they've accomplished in their lives after going through what they've gone through in their own journey, and me just being able to be a part of that is so wonderful, and it's really beautiful to watch this life grow. Just that I had a small part to play in creating that life and watching that grow, watching those lives grow and develop into who they are and who they're becoming. Mm. I guess not bad. One time, yeah. So he had decided to come out as transgender, transsexual, late 2017, and started my medical treatment, medical journey in December 2019. And I'm probably half through with that. What I want to get done for that journey in my sobriety. And I think being a part of that fellowship of Friends of Bill and having tools that I can use to help me manage the dysphoria and depression and some other things, I probably wouldn't have got through all of this as good as I have. And it's just, if anybody needs help, reach out to whatever you need help for, to wherever you need help with. Whoever's watching now or whoever will be watching. The worst thing it could happen is we could lose some misery and we could grow and get better. It's not going to be perfect, but it does get better. Much better. It's not always easy. The struggles, the good times, the ups, the downs, the in betweens. I like the in betweens sometimes because sometimes it's boring can be a good thing sometimes. And no drama, no excitement. I like good excitement. That for about God, almost 30 years now. The drama got to go. So I'm getting giving a little bit away a little bit of my age. Staying for almost 30 years. That's okay. That's okay. Experiences, right? Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know if anybody wants to hear some topics, maybe leave messages in chat that I can some messages in the chat I can read. I'll read, see what you got. You might want me to share about probably just share some other stuff about and other streams about the medicalization of children and my feelings about that. I'm not gonna get into that right now. So I do have some feelings on that. And recite you fall on it, hopefully whatever people can just meet and some have a good conversation about it. And then just transitioning as an adult and me waiting, God, I was 49 when I started my medical transition. Wow, yikes. I'm 53 now. So it's been a little while. It's been a long time to coming. For some reason, I knew so for some reason I was different when I was young. Didn't know exactly what that different was called, but I knew I should have been born like my mom and my sister, and I wasn't. Like I said, I didn't know what that was. Um, I know what it is now. I've heard bits and pieces throughout growing up as I was younger about what it was, and mhm. and I always felt growing up where comfortable, where I guess hiding away, wearing girls' clothes when I was younger. And I guess the biggest thing of me not coming back out way back then it was a lot different time in the 70s and 80s than it is now. Um, Even though there's room for things to get better when it comes to transgender people in the LGBT community, there's still so much that can get better. Um, I'll tell you what, it's still like night and day from then to now. And it seems like everybody almost every other day or every other week or every other month stuff. a handful of people were getting killed that were in the community, LGBT community, and all of that's gotten better. Just watching that, the stuff get better. His I don't know, I think giving a lot of people hope for the future that things can get better and can be better and will get better. So I'm just so blessed to be able to come down this journey and be able to do something like this, because we never had any like technology like this to be able to do something like this when I was younger. So I don't know. I think I'm going to end it. I've been on here for almost a half hour. I've been on here for almost a half hour, so this has been a little bit of a long one, and I think what I'm going to try to do is when I do these streams is do them probably around the same time, unless I hear people that some people that might want to have it me do it at a different time or a different day. I'm thinking about even maybe doing it on a Saturday or Sunday. This is something that I just wanted to talk about, get out and talk about, especially with what has happened in California with that store owner and the was supporting the LGBT community and the gay dancer down in New York City. They both been passed on and been killed by other people. And it's tragic, and I just hope it doesn't get really. I hope they don't get used for political means. I really do. I really hope they don't. I know because it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be because they're people. We're all people. There's good and bad everywhere. They just met a couple of bad people. A couple of good people met a couple of bad people. So prayers are out to all of you and all of their families for hopefully the love and support that they can get from others. My prayers are out to all of them and all of you. So I am going to sign out. I love you both. I love you all. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. No matter whether it's middle of the night, middle of the morning, or middle of the evening. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. Love you all. Bye bye.